We'll see, Ellie. We don't know if it's going to be as virulent as it was last week, given the fact that 3 days ago there was quite a clamor against the protesters who tried to force their way in Jerusalem towards the private residence of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. We'll see if today the demonstrators will be as determined in their opposition to the government, with two major calls. First of all, obviously, the liberation of the hostages alive, and also for early elections to be called. We'll see what will happen. What's going to happen actually is that some of the families of the hostages will be protesting here, and some of the families at 8:30 p.m. local time will be at Hostage Square, although there is no rally tonight because the rally will be in Jerusalem tomorrow. But some of the hostages' families will come in sign of mourning for the death of Elat Katsir, 47, from Kibbutz Nir Oz, whose body was exhumed in Khan Yunis overnight and identified. And they will tear their shirt in sign of mourning. But the bulk of the protests for the liberation of the hostages and for early elections will be here at the intersections of Kaplan Boulevard and Begin Boulevard, and some of the families of the hostages will also be present here.
Yes, and Pierre, meanwhile, it has a direct impact on the political discourse here in Israel. The, again, calls to hold early elections. We're hearing it from cabinet member Benny Gantz this week, and it is becoming also a prevalent motif of these protests as well.
Right, but on the other hand, Benjamin Netanyahu has a strong coalition. Yeah. Not to the taste of everybody, obviously, but he has. Even without Benny Gantz and his party, he has 64 mandates, and there is no sign of rebellion within that coalition. So right now, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and his coalition are very safe. The problem is that the public clamor is growing by the week. And obviously this has an effect also on the political establishment, yeah, but not to the extent right now that early elections will be called in the months to come, as Benny Gantz said, yeah, by the month of September. That's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
everything